Remember our video from yesterday about Nvidia that Market Chameleon found us the 112 put naked put to sell and for today expiration. Now Nvidia at 113. We're gonna check what's going on. This is what we're doing today. Did you sell this naked put to buy 100 shares of Nvidia? I don't know. I didn't do it because it was after hour, but I found all those trades. So let's go and do a little recap. We went to Nvidia and then we went to screeners and then we click on naked puts right here, and then we did a couple of filters and we found Nvidia on the left side. Okay, let's just do the research right here, Nvidia stock, and then we did for the expiration of today. I'm not doing this again, but I'm just showing you how I got here. And I also changed the IV to about 50%. Okay, implied volatility above 50%, and I got Nvidia and all that stuff. And the 112 right here, you see right now it says like 80 cents, 80 bucks. Yesterday you had a chance to sell naked put on Nvidia, collect about $130. Let's make it a little bigger. Collect about 130 bucks. And as long as Nvidia stays above 112 by expiration, which is a few hours from now, two things can happen. You keep all the premium, that's yours no matter what, but also, let's click the analysis right here, but also you basically are not assigned the shares. And if Nvidia is under 112 by the end of expiration, it's up to you. You can say to yourself, I want to buy Nvidia. I was seeing that it was 140, now it's 112. Maybe it's a good time to jump in, and by the time I jump in, at least I get some income from that. So why not? So this was yesterday, which was about 135, something like that, 130 bucks, let's say. Go watch the video instead of like 50 bucks, which is about the same, 43 now, but you could have collected 130. Just wait for Nvidia to come down to your price and get paid like $130. Do this every week until you get assigned. And if you not get assigned, or once you do the wheel and you sell cover calls, but at the end of the day, you got Nvidia. So let's check how much is the 112 right now. Before we do, quick disclaimer, feel free to read all about it. Know that my name is Eve, also known as Finance After 40. This is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is for educational purposes only and entertainment purposes only. Market Chameleon 7 days trial, link in the description below. I have been using them for almost 3 years now. And lately I started to sell a lot, not lately, I started to sell a lot more credit spreads, a lot more condors and all that stuff. And the last 2 weeks or so, I'm shifting my Robinhood to TastyWorks, because every day that I'm starting to use it, you see my balance is zero. I'm still haven't done anything, still opening IRA and all that stuff. I just tested with like $100 and then I withdraw, and I made like 60 bucks profit after I lost like 40, I don't know, all that, just to see that the withdrawal process and the deposit and everything is smoothly, which was very, very smoothly, I must say. So you got tons of stuff in here. I want to show the chat that you're watching, confirm and send. A lot. If you go on YouTube, there's tons of stuff for those guys on TastyWorks. Awesome show. Also the Jenny and Liz, Jenny Lizard trade that I learned about it, but Jenny and Lizard also. I don't know the names, but great show as well. And you got all the watch list. You see that there's the Magnificent 7. I changed to 2x leverage. We got ourselves all the stuff. Let's see, the CONL is like basically Coinbase on leverage. So this is something to consider. I don't know. Let's go back on track. We sold yesterday. You could have sold. You could have gone to Market Chameleon. You could have found the 112 put spread for like 130 bucks, 125, versus the theoretical value was 50 bucks. So instead of collecting 50 bucks, this is what Market Chameleon shows you. Instead of collecting just 50 bucks, you could have collected 125, 130. and just wait for Nvidia for today. Today expiration July 26. Just wait for Nvidia to either go down below 112 and you assign 100 shares and keep the premium, free money, or if it doesn't and it expire worthless in a few hours, great. You still collect, keep the money, do the same thing for next week, assuming you want to own 100 shares of Nvidia, and we got a lot of options in here to choose from as well. Okay, so if you look at the chart, we are now at 113.43 stuff. This is pretty crazy. I put let me show you my indicator settings. I got average true range at the bottom, Kellner channel, zigzag, just statistic stuff. I'm not looking for Bollinger, RSI, all that stuff. I like math, I like numbers, I like statistics. And I know that if Nvidia goes like under this line, like 110 or something, that's like, okay, that's meaningful time to move forward. And if you see here, look, here it found like top of the statistical band, and that this is the 15. Let's change this to like the daily, okay, because I like to trade on the daily. I'm just doing the you see, on the daily chart, which is more accurate, we broke this statistic craziness, but in here eventually also the zigzag, also statistical indicator. I love statistics, I love math. At around 140, 135, it says that that's too much, too extended, it's time to go down. And on the daily, you see here the touch in here, 107. It's still red in the buying, but no, it's getting there. 110, give or take, is a good place to maybe move forward. Not a financial advice, could go to zero, but just based on the numbers. So let's go to our trade. I want to show you how much is the put that you could have sold naked put 112 yesterday. You click on trade, okay? If you don't have TastyWorks, I mean, if you're still on Robinhood, something to consider. Change to options, okay? Let's make this a little smaller. And you change to July 26, okay, which is right here. And the 112 right here, no, this is the call side. This is the put side. So basically, not buy, let's say sell. This is where we are. Let's make it a little smaller so you can understand. There we go. You sell. This is what we sold yesterday. Could have sold yesterday. Look at this. Implied volatility 130.7%. I don't know if it's, I'm sure it's somewhere on Robinhood, but you got to click on stuff. You had all those information in here. Earnings on August 28. So it's worth now. Look at this. It's worth now. How much is it? The just the put. It's worth $40, give or take, right? Quick analysis. Okay, let's clear the chat. Okay, you don't need 40,000. You sell this again. You sell this. Okay, I'm still learning. I'm still learning. Change this to red. Sell. Here we go. And that is now 45 bucks. Yesterday it was 125, so you're already up about 80 bucks or so by end of expiration, which is a few hours from now. As long as Nvidia stays above 112, this should probably go to zero, expire worthless, maybe close the trade if you haven't done so in I don't know, like 15 minutes before, an hour before. Collect the premium, do the same thing all over again. Yeah, there's now the buying power affected because you sold naked put. You don't have 100 shares cash secure put, but Robinhood doesn't give you. TastyWorks does. You need like 4,400 in buying power. And if you have margin, that's about 5,000 total. So 2,500 deposit. You get $5,000 in buying power, and you can sell naked puts against Nvidia. Something, just an idea. And you see here all the numbers, the delta, where's the 71% profitability of profit, okay. Here's the theta is 42 bucks. That is insane. Not 42 bucks, like 42. It's going to zero. It's either going to zero or stays above 112. Now keep in mind you collected, very important, you collected 130, so your break even is not 112. Your break even is 112 minus 130, which is basically 110.7, something like that. And as long as it's above 110.7, you are in the profit. Now, if it goes to 111.99, you could be assigned the naked put and get Nvidia, but you still collect all your premium. But again, it's up to you. If you did take this trade or any other trades from Market Chameleon, next week we're gonna go over all the stuff that platform has to offer. You see, we're gonna do naked puts, covered calls, long put. We're gonna go over every single one of those in the next 3 weeks together. I want to go, instead of just giving you guys like trade ideas and options, we're gonna go over every single thing that this platform has to offer, and they have a lot of things to offer. So that's what I got for you. But so far, it seems like a winning trade. I mean, Nvidia, if they close it's up to you. It's up to you. If you want to own 100 shares, it's not just Nvidia. It could be Tesla, Facebook, Google, Amazon. Doesn't matter what it is. You can do stuff in here. You can go to chart. I don't know if Robinhood is I really don't think that this is pretty good. Not gonna lie, TastyWorks is pretty good. Let's see what we got here. 113.5. You see it, little touch. Maybe if we go crazy next week and we go down to 107. Remember a few days ago there was the put credit spread 103, sell the 103 put, buy the 100 put. Also found it on Market Chameleon put spread screener on the active trading day and all that stuff, active volume. So also like 103 100 is so far under this it's crazy, like a super oversold basically. And you got until August 16, and if it expire worthless, yeah, collect all the yield, collect all the income. A lot of things to consider. They also have futures here. I'm not talking about TastyWorks. There's no ref link, all that stuff. The goal is to use Market Chameleon to find all those trade ideas and find yourself an edge in the market. And if you want to own 100 shares of Nvidia and you haven't already, something to consider. Just click buy 100 shares. Maybe sell naked puts and wait to collect the income. If not, I assume you need like $11,000 to put in Robinhood and then sell cash secure put against it. But in here, your buying power is basically 4,500. So in reality, is like a third of what Robinhood wants you to have in buying power. I don't know. I'm not comparing the two. It's not the focus of this trade. But at the end of the day, you just collected over $100 from yesterday to today just by time decay, assuming you want to buy 100 shares of Nvidia. If this expire worthless above 112, do this all over again. Sell for next week and look at the chart. I don't know. Look at the chart and see that, as I said, for next week, I'm just doing this real quick. This is the green under 107. So you go here to Nvidia. Let's see what we got for here under 107 for next week. Okay, let's do it on the fly for next August 6th, right? August 2nd. August 2nd is next Friday, 7 days to expiration. And we got, I'm looking at under the 107. So let's click on strike. Look at this, all that stuff. I'm looking for something interesting. If flat return against 17%, let's look at something under 107. Here's 107. Okay, let's just check. I'm doing this on the fly. 10.5% extra return if the stock is flat. So let's click. Let's click on this 107. Just something to consider. There's also 106. But let's click on 107 and see the naked put, how much you can collect as premium. Maybe you close this trade right now, collect $100. Okay, so let's say you got in at 130, and if it goes to 0.3, you close the trade. Collect 100, move on, something like that. And for next week, let's see, 107 put. Again, doing this on the fly, and look at this. You are getting paid $170, okay, compared to $74 is what you should have collected in the past. This is why Market Chameleon worth its weight in gold. Instead of gambling, okay, I'm gonna sell 110, I'm gonna sell 115 and hope that Nvidia will go up. No, use numbers, use statistics, use history, use historical data. This should have paid, you should have got paid $74. Instead, you are getting extra $100, 171, 87% chance to win rate, and that means that you just lower your buying power Okay, for Nvidia, let's say you close now, you got $100. That's extra $1 that you took off your buying of your base point, which you haven't bought yet. And now another 1.7. So let's say Nvidia, so your break even is 105.3. Still collect this plus the 100 from yesterday or today, and you golden. That's it. And if it goes to 112.90.1 or something, close the trade. If it goes to 1 or 125 break even, close the trade. Or if it doesn't, this will keep decay in the next 3-4 hours, and just eventually it will settle down and chill. Okay, so we got 170 instead. That's $100 extra. You collect extra $170. Do this every week until you get assigned for Nvidia shares 100, and then do the wheel, sell covered call. And look at this. Nvidia distance to max gain. Max gain is 107, so you have 4.8% down. Downside cushion of 6.3%. Break even. Would you like to buy 100 shares of Nvidia right now at 112? Or do you want to buy 100 shares of Nvidia at 105.3 and also collect $170 cash right now into your account? Can you do it on Robinhood? Probably not. You will need 100 shares of Nvidia or at least 100 buying power, which is $11,000 just to do so. So let's see. For this example, if you go here, if you go for next Friday, okay, right here, and you click the 107, okay, this is the 107, this is the put. There we go. Let's see, sell 107. Now it's 150. Okay, let's 150. I can remove the other one. Let's remove the other one to see how much buying power you need. There we go. 107 cost for August. Another $150. What's wrong with that? $150, and this is going a little down. We'll see what the day brings. But look at this. The buying power affected $4,300 instead of 11,200 or something, or 11,700. I don't know. 79. Let's see, if you click here, quick analysis, you collect $150 no matter what. Max loss if Nvidia goes to zero, sure, but you got 76% profitability of profit. And okay, 78%. Good stuff. Collect 150. Implied volatility at 94, which is insane. I mean, it's up to you, but this is like one trade ideas if you want to buy 100 shares of Nvidia. Use Market Chameleon. I use it every day. 7 days trial, link in the description. I hope this was valuable, and see you next time.